How did I get started with CrossFit? About 2.5 years ago, I started training juvenile delinquents on my land. We have about 9 acres next to a horse farm, and I put some equipment together. I was certified in CrossFit at the time, and we just started training, kids as they came out of rehabs and out of the homes. And that led to money coming in every month because their parents would say, Mike, here's $50, here's $60. We see that you're buying some equipment, you're putting some things together, you're really taking care of the kids. And that's really how this whole thing with CrossFit and me came together. After that, probably 6 months into that, it became October, and the sun was going to go down early here on the East Coast, and I got kind of depressed because I had to put that training on the side because I don't have enough room in my house for it. So my wife one day said, well, we're making a little bit of money on this. Why don't we invest it? We'll open up a small CrossFit. You're certified, and that's how this whole thing really got started. After I opened that building up, probably about 6 months, we outgrew our first 800 square foot box, and we moved to our current location in Shahola here in Shahola, Pennsylvania.
So how did you end up making this box so successful?
I have to admit it is successful because I was just able recently, Friday as a matter of fact, to take an early retirement from the federal government to do this 100% of my time. So the basic gist of how I did it is there was other successful boxes throughout the country. I reached out to those owners and I learned from them. We got some mentors in place that I use. I'm constantly emailing people from the West Coast, from the middle states, and they're giving me advice on what they do. So I'm constantly learning from these mentors. I don't want to make mistakes on my own that I don't have to, that somebody already went through. The only promise that I made to them when they started helping me was that I would go ahead and pay it forward. And because now that I was able to leave the federal government and have a lot more time on my hands and make this box more successful, even a better community, what I'm going to do is do these videos on a regular basis and just touch upon a thing or two that really helped me grow my box as rapidly as I did. Like I said, I was able to give a $100,000 a year job up in 2.5 years of doing this and that job at the same time. So I want to help other box owners do the same thing. I want to help other gym owners do the same thing, because the principles that I learned from them, you could apply to Zumba studios, aerobic studios, dance classes, regular gyms, Gold's gyms, whatever. It's just all really about helping people and forming a community. So in the upcoming months and weeks, we're going to be doing these short little videos. You can use them, you can learn from them, do whatever you want with them, but we just want to help as many people as we can here at CrossFit BlueBridge. My favorite thing about owning a box is you never realize how many people you can help by just doing the right thing. CrossFit boxes help people more than just their fitness level, because when you can get someone disciplined at CrossFit and good at CrossFit, that transfers to every other aspect of their life. It helps them make personal decisions. Maybe they really don't like the job that they're in. So what happens is they end up having the courage to leave that job and go after what they really want to do. Just because they're able to start completing WODs that they never thought they could complete, they then have the courage and the strength to make decisions that make their lives better outside of CrossFit. And that would have to be the one thing I think that really drives me every day to get up at 4 in the morning and go to bed at 10 at night. Just knowing that CrossFit has that effect on people.
In this small town of Shahola, PA, how were you able to give up a $100,000 a year job?
That's a good question. I was able to give up a $100,000 a year job because of the community that we built here in Shahola, Pennsylvania, CrossFit BlueBridge. You can live and open a box in New York City, in a small town in northeastern Pennsylvania, out in the country someplace with minimal population. If you put the steps in place that I learned from my mentors that we're going to be passing down over the next couple of months, your box's success can be anywhere in so-called depressed areas, because it's not the circumstances that's going to drive your income. It's your actions and the way that you take care of your gym and the people that are in your gym that are actually going to drive your income. So that's really how we did it, because we're in a small town in northeastern Pennsylvania with minimal population. A lot of people told me that I wasn't going to be able to do what we did. So like I said, just by putting these steps into place, you're going to be successful. My favorite CrossFit workout. My favorite CrossFit workout's Murph. Not because of the workout itself, but because of what it signifies. Every year on my birthday, I do Murph, and I started 4 years ago doing Murph with just my own body weight. Last year, May 19th, I did it with a 33-pound vest. This year, coming up this May, is a 40-pound vest. I do Murph probably 6 to 8 times a year. I do it in the winter, I do it in the summer, I do it when it's 100 degrees outside, I do it when it's 15 degrees outside. Not so much for the workout itself, but because of what the workout itself signifies. And I think that's what a lot of people at CrossFit do. You'll find integrity, you'll find courage, and you'll find remembrance in a lot of our workouts, especially our hero workouts, and that's really, really important to me. So I'd have to say definitely Murph is my favorite CrossFit workout.